Welcome to the Ironwood Gym, and also welcome to 2025. It is a brand new year, and like many people out there, a new year, a new you, right? Well, unfortunately, that doesn't hold true very often. I was walking into one of our big box retail stores, sporting goods stores, the other day, and they had all the fitness exercise, or a lot of fitness exercise equipment moved up to the front of the store. And the first thing I thought of was they're just capitalizing on people that aren't going to go through with trying to fulfill or meet their goals. And I'm not trying to be so negative here. If you have goals, then you should absolutely go for them and put everything you have into reaching those goals. Whether it be just get in shape, or whether you have more specific goals like you want to squat X amount of weight, or you're a high school athlete that wants to go to college and play football in college in this next year, or tennis or baseball or whatever, or if you're a weightlifter, you want to snatch and clean and jerk X amount, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to run a full marathon. Those goals are great, but you have to have the willingness to go through with them. But why do so many people quit? I was trying to find some information on how many people quit, and roughly in the first month, I came up with two different numbers. One said 40% will quit. Actually, I think it was like 43% will quit within the first month after starting to work for these New Year's resolutions or goals that they have set for themselves. Another number said about 80%. That's a pretty big difference. I don't know which one's true. I'm not really sure how they would measure that. But either way, that number is not good. If you're going if you set a goal that you want to reach, or a resolution that you want to meet, and that you want to change a portion of your life, and you have a greater than 50% failure rate, that's not a very good chance of succeeding or of meeting your goals. But why is it that people don't meet their goals? Why is it that people quit? In fact, they named a day, the second Friday of January, as Quitter's Day, because most people will have quit by that second Friday in January. That's really sad, okay? But why do so many people quit that soon? And you can go the easy route, and this is what I generally blame it on, is that people just don't have the commitment to go through with these goals, to be persistent and be consistent with their efforts in meeting these goals. But could you dig a little deeper than that? I think one of the things that goes along with being persistent and being committed, let me step back just a little bit with the commitment part. Are you really committed? Because if you're not really committed, then don't even start. If you're only going to do it for 2 weeks, you're not going to do any good for yourself. Just don't start. It has to be more than something. It has to mean more to you than just waking up out of bed one day and saying, I think I want to get in shape. It has to mean more than that. You have to have a desire to go beyond just saying you want to do it. And this is where there's a large group of people that are more talk than action. You have to put it into action. Just saying you want to do something is worthless. You have to be committed to actually going through the steps and putting in the effort to doing the things that you want to do. But to take it a step further and thinking deeper on it, more so than it just has to mean something to you, because that will bring the commitment. But beyond that, what is the reason people fail at these goals? And I think a large part of it is a lack of I'm trying to think of the right word here, but basically you need some sort of leadership to get you where you want to go. You have to have a sense of direction. You have to have a plan. And what a lot of people don't understand how to do, especially in the fitness world, is come up with a plan that that is going to yield progress, and that is also going to be something that they can be committed to doing on a day in and day out basis. Because that's really what fitness is, or strength, or achievements in sports. You have to be able to do it day after day, month after month, year after year in order to reach your goals. It can't just be a 1 month or 2 month thing. But in order to do that, you need a sense of direction. And that's where someone else comes into play. Find someone or something that can point you in the right direction as far as coming up with a plan to meet those goals. A lot of times when I talk to people that want to get in shape, they have no clue how to set up a proper program to get in shape. And I'm not talking about some highly detailed program. They don't understand the basics, like what exercises should they be doing? That is a big question for them. Should I be doing bicep curls? Should I be doing skull crushers? Should I bench press? Is it okay to bench press? What about squatting? Should I squat? I really don't like to squat. Those are all things that, with a sound plan and just a basic understanding of what you want and what you want to accomplish, can answer all of those questions. If you're someone that really hates squatting, there are hundreds of things that you can put into place. If your only goal is just to be in shape, there are hundreds of things you can put into place. But it becomes almost like brain lock, that they get so obsessed. Well, I don't like to squat, or I don't like to deadlift, so I can't do lower body work, so I might as well not do lower body work. Well, I can't do upper body work every single day, and it just becomes one thing after another that leads to not ever having an actual plan. There's tons of resources online, but weeding through all the BS and all the real stuff and siphoning out the real stuff that can actually help you can be a bit tedious, okay? Try to find someone that can help you through that progress, just to answer questions, just to kind of point you in the right direction, and lean on them, ask questions, talk to them. You'd be surprised how a conversation over what sets and reps you should be doing on bench press can snowball into tons of other topics that you never thought that you would have had questions about. And then you start to realize, hey, there's a lot of information here that I can really do something with. But that's all I got. Be committed to your plan. Be committed to what you want to do. You can't just say you want to do it. It has to mean something to you. And find someone to help you out. Find someone to point you in the right direction and give you some sort of plan. Doesn't mean that they have to write down the entire plan for you, but at least to point you in the right direction, so maybe you can start writing some things down and have some sense of organization or some sense of direction as you move forward. Anyway, best of luck with your goals in 2025. Don't be one of those 40 to 80%, whatever that number actually is, that quits within the first few weeks or in the first month. Be someone that's committed to your goals and that will continue throughout this year and also years to come. But until next time, always be in the pursuit of strength.